Dakota man is facing charges accused of impersonating a federal law enforcement officer. Court records say Shane Randall showed up at the Williams County Correctional Center. He told jail staff he was with Immigration and Customs Enforcement and that he was there to pick up an inmate. Staff released the inmate and later learned Randall is not employed by ICE. He's due in court next on March 7th.